The FC25 meta keeps on changing, and I am telling you, it is going to change again. But before it changes again, it is important to understand and learn what the pros are using right now so you can replicate it and win more games. We are going to look at this game between Anders and Manu Bishore. So you will be able to learn exactly what the top pros in the world are doing and how you can use it in your own game. I will give you a step-by-step process. First things first, we have to understand that the power shot is still very overpowered, but that will change and I will get back to that during this video. But for now, see, Bishore is playing a 4-4-1-1 against the world champion. See how he is creating 2 versus 1 and triggering fullbacks, right? That is easier said than done. But see how he'll score the goal. First time power shot. Yes, I know it is cheesy, but it is about how he set up this shot. There are so many coaching trainees that come to me and ask me, King Sunny, we don't know how to set up the first time power shot. This is exactly how you do it. First things first, you have to create motion in attack, right? He is creating motion by triggering runs, like I always ask you guys to do. Rafael Leao is running. When he runs, he will push the defensive line down with him. Afterwards, he spreads the play. He's playing a 4-4-1-1. Does what? Tells Diego Dallo to run. Passes the ball back and then does a first time triangle. Not a first time. He takes a touch and does a triangle pass to him. He does all of this so he can hold up the play until Bobby Charlton reaches the sweet spot. When doing a first time power shot, you want the ball to be ahead of the player. So he wants the ball to be somewhere around here. So when Bobby Charlton is making a run from the cam position, he should be here and the ball should be in the red circle. And then he will do a first time power shot. The pass he is going to use in this situation is a triangle / Y through pass, a ground through pass. Why a through pass? Because when you do a through pass, the ball goes ahead of your player. And that is what you want to do. You want it to be a little ahead of the receiver so he can hit a first time power shot with momentum. This is the key. Momentum is the key. This is the reason people use Bobby Charlton, people use Didier Drogba, but that is going to change. I have heard that during this month, EA is going to release a live tuning update which will potentially nerf the power shots. But we know EA isn't really good at nerfing these mechanics, right? So, is it still worth it to learn the power shots? Yes. Should you use them? Yes. He's triggering runs, creating motion. Gives the ball, holds up the play using L1. So Anders has to make a decision. Now Anders has to make a decision. See, if he doesn't go back, he can hit him with a speed boost. And his focus is on Bobby Charlton making this run. He is playing him as a cam in a 4-4-1-1 on the playmaker instruction. Ends up doing the same thing. Gives him the pass, takes a touch, ends up doing a power shot. Why doesn't he do a first time power shot? Because the ball wasn't ahead. It would be hard for Bobby Charlton to do a first time power shot in that situation, and then looks for a corner which he absolutely botches. This is a new trick, right? It is the ball roll cross. It is similar to the German cross. I have been considering it a lot. I have seen people score it a lot. I have also used it. It is really overpowered. As you can see, Manu uses it to perfection against Anders Wehrgang. Like we need water to survive, you need to trigger runs to survive in FC25. Otherwise, your attacking AI is going to stand still and act like dummies. Again, triggers a run, creates motion. This is important no matter what you do. Triggers a run, creates motion, passes the ball between his CMs, gives the ball to his LMC. Again, tells Dembele to run. Anders sees that, and so does Manu. But he still gives the pass. Why? Because there is so much space between the two players. And it was all possible because of how he was triggering runs. This guy, Dallo, who is offside, but he created enough space, dragged the defense down, and now there is a massive gap between Theo and the other center back. Bobby has good passing. He knows he can do a ground through pass. Ground passes, by the way, are absolutely amazing, even better than lob through passes. I am not kidding you. However, the important thing is the timing and the way you trigger runs. So if you want to replicate it with your striker, it's pretty simple. If you're playing a 4-4-1-1, you need to be open. Once you're open, tell him to run manually, have enough space with your LM or RM, then perform a ball roll followed up by a cross. Exactly what we learned. These two tricks are insane. When we think of first time through passes, we think of L1 triangle, LBY through passes. But let me tell you, the normal first time ground through pass is just as good or even better. We are playing a 4-4-1-1. Now, instead of doing a first time L1 triangle, we are going to do a first time triangle pass. But the important thing here is the timing of the pass and when you trigger the player to run. Like I said, triggering run is something that is very important. The moment the ball is being passed, we click L1 towards Mbappe. And now we are just going to press the triangle button, nothing else. First time triangle. It is better, it is more consistent, and the player takes a better touch when you do a ground through pass. So you will be through more times. See, sometimes when you do a L1 triangle, they catch you from behind, but with this one, they don't. Through passes are really overpowered, and if you time them right, you will see a lot of success. So if you focus on these three tricks, your attacking will go to the next level.